Last time on the Lost Crown.
Here you are again.
Sargon, my father. I see his face. I see myself standing there. My father is dead, murdered.
I'm sorry, Vara.
And I know of the other one. Sargon, you told me to control my power, and I did. But the other me, he didn't learn. He lost himself.
Each of us has our own path to travel. It's the choices along the journey that decide who we are.
But Sargon, I have no path. I leap across time, and yet I'm still a boy. I'm a traveler who can leap, and yet I'm still stuck in the same place.
Maybe not, Vara. Maybe it's a path you can't see yet. A better one.
Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue our journey to Prince of Persia, the Lost Crown. Traveling into the Tower of Silence, Sargon encountered a mountain covered in snow and ice, filled with enemies who have adapted to the frozen conditions. With every step, Sargon faced jagged spikes of ice, sheer drops, and spiky traps. During his travel through the tower, Sargon saved the Moon Gatherer one final time. He claims that the true moon was returned to the sky and rewarded us for our help. The last of the architect's challenges was completed shortly after this, and with it, Sargon returned to the architect's study. Within, he was rewarded greatly and learned that the Simurgh lives. Hopefully, the Simurgh will help us in the future. Now, Sargon must continue his search for the Key of Kings. Let's do this! I had a feeling that was going to happen. Looks like we could actually go up there with our ability. Let me see, that's the moon guy. Just gonna put my teleporting. Ow. Wait, is that a chest down there? Oh, I see. Got it. Whew. Oh, ow. Oof. Okay, where does this lead? Oh, of course. Oof. Okay, where the heck are we going? That has to be the last of Ardashir's men. That has to be. Oh. Okay. He hits like a truck. Gotcha. Rest in peace. Adashir's mission orders to the entire division. Prince Hassan, son of our Queen Tomiris, has been kidnapped. Our mission is to bring him back to the palace alive. If you acquire any information, meet me in the Hall of Witnesses. It's a secluded area in the lower citadel. I remember it to be a safe place where we can keep an eye on operations. General Adashir. I knew it. That had to have been the place where we needed to go. It makes a whole lot of sense now. And of course, we get a Xerxes for that. And his coin. Insignia of Persepolis. Prios was a political prisoner of Tomiris, but Ardashir saw something in him while Poeris rotted in his cell, and somehow convinced Tomiris that he could make a great defender of Persia out of him. Ardashir was proven right. And then he was murdered, which makes sense. It starts to make a lot more sense now that we know that the queen usurped the throne. She definitely used this opportunity to also get rid of several political rivals and individuals that were definitely posing a threat to her rule, whether if they knew about it or not. Either way, everything is really tying together. The side content, the lore pieces, the bosses, all of it. All of it is tying together pretty nicely. And there we go. I'm also curious. Actually, since we're here, I forgot how much it takes to upgrade the swords one final time.
Welcome.
Oh, we already did upgrade them fully. That's right. That means we can upgrade the bow of Menelaus fully now. And let's do that. Bam. And now that is fully upgraded. And now we can start upgrading slowly over time some of our extra charms so that we can face off against Artaban later on. Since that training his little training challenge is tough as nails. I actually am very curious the tough as nails expression, where it comes from. Regardless, time to go see Ardashir. And hopefully he's not pissed off at us. Oh, hello.
Not you too, Ardashir. I can't.
Always so brash on the battlefield. Don't hesitate now.
Okay.
My hand is steady, General. I promise.
And I assume he has like the movesets of all of his dudes. Yep, I'm already frozen. Ow. Yep, lightning. Oh, okay, so it's the shield bash that causes the ow. He has the explosive arrows. He has the poison. Oh, he has the axes. I didn't think he would actually use the axes. Or that he didn't have them. He could... What the hell? I don't remember any of the other guys teleporting. Ooh. Comboing me up. Sorry, buddy. Only one of us can live.
General.
R.I.P. And with that, the Lost Warriors... Where is it? The Lost Warriors has been completed. All of Ardashir's soldiers have been released from the curse, along with Ardashir. Oh yeah, and also the other update. Find Ardashir to warn him, and of course we did. And fortunately, he was already cursed. Let's pick up this to get another full health piece. Voila. And we also got a Xerxes. Now let's pick this up. Insignia of Persepolis. Ardashir was loved throughout his leadership as a father. Even soldiers who were focused into their... let me reread that. Ardashir was loved throughout his leadership as a father. Even soldiers who were forced into their ranks respected and admired him. Loyal to Persia and to his men, he stood as one of the most powerful assets of the Persian army alongside Anahita. And now, both Ardashir and Anahita are dead, and Persia has lost two great people and leaders. A troubling sign for Persia to come. Granted, we have no idea how this game's going to end, or at least I won't reveal how it ends. And there's a whole lot of stuff that could still afflict Persia if we don't save it from Varam and his things that he wants to do. And with that, there's only one more piece of treasure left in the lower city. And of course, I'm pretty sure it's through the Prophecy of Mount Qaf. And all that's left is, if I remember correctly, 5. We have how many? 3. So we need 2 more, which we'll find in the Tower of Silence. And once we do, we'll have enough to complete this side quest as well. And I believe that is the last actual side quest of the game. Other than, obviously, this free DLC, I think it was DLC if I remember correctly, Divine Trials, that I still don't know if I'll do because they're technically not required to complete the game. Granted, I still may try them out, maybe in some side episodes or some crap, I'm not sure yet. I love how I say some crap yet. But maybe I'll do them, maybe I won't, we'll see depending on what happens in the near future, since we are basically close to the end of the game at this point. But yeah, I wonder if all these undead boys he killed before he come to the curse, because it would make sense. Either way, let's clear this. It's now time for us to get back to the Haven, and then from there, the Tower of Silence. Whew. Also, a quick character. This is empty now. And it says we can collect 4, so either we are able to actually still collect them. I mean, granted, the Mount Qaf prophecy gives us a full one, so interesting. Either way, let's save. And then let us teleport. Back to here. And once we're here, let us save once again. Oh, hi, Faraba.
Hi, Sargon. Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add the information I've gleaned about this area.
Looks like I was right that we completed about a half of the Tower of Silence. And we only have one half left. And that is definitely where our boss fight's going to occur. And I don't know what that is.
Hi, Sargon.
Made another discovery?
Shh. King Darius, King of Kings, rests within the Tower of Silence. Here, many kings and queens are brought to rest. Even the gods come to pay their respects. Hi, Sargon.
This place towers over the city.
The king wanted the city built near the gods. Legend says, at the very top of the highest mountain, you can see into the past.
Sometimes I think you tease me with your tales.
Hi, Sargon.
Until next time.
Next time.
Hey, they said my thing. They said my line. Looks like we go to the left or up. I'm gonna choose up. What's this? Memory fragment, Aura of Loss. A fragment of a scattered memory trapped in time. There is a faint sound of weeping. Interessante. I wonder if the DLC's memory fragments came from this one. Because this is the only time we ever got a memory fragment from the regular game. Interesting. And this way is blocked, so we have to go around. The three gongs. Time for their bodies to be rid of all flesh. Time for their souls to be judged at the bridge of Chinvat. The Tower of Silence offers rest to the sovereigns of Persia in the twilight of their cardinal life. 3 days for Rashnu to weigh their good and bad deeds. 3 gongs from the heights to make their legend resonate. When the gongs reach harmony, then the gate opens, and the silence that escapes carries the legends even further. I see. So we have to activate the 3 gongs to be able to progress forward towards the boss area. That way blocks off that section and yeah. So basically we have to go around all the areas we have yet to explore to find the 3 gongs. Alrighty then. Simple enough. And I believe there is a wak tree right here. Okay, one of the gongs is definitely down there, and the other one is towards the right. I'm not sure where the third one will be at, but either way, we'll start with the one on the left. there's the first gong. Bam. Now let's get out of here. Unlock this. And now this path is fully completed. Now we can go to the right section of this area. Actually, before we go that way, let's go up here. What's up here? Oh, there's a teleporter around here. Yep. And what is this? The Commoner and the King. Long before she became queen, Azada was just a humble herbalist who came to settle in Mount Qaf. Her talents as a healer soon became known throughout Persia. When King Darius fell ill, none of the kingdom's physicians or sages could identify the ailment. Azada then presented herself at the castle gates, asking for an audience with the sovereign. The guards refused to let her in, but one of the high priests sensed her powerful aura and allowed her to meet the monarch. Azada remained at the king's bedside for weeks. Using her knowledge of nature and plants to watch over him, she recounted tales of her travels and legends of a bygone age. Day by day, King Darius regained his strength. Day by day, his affection for her grew. Affection turned into admiration, and admiration into love. King Darius didn't care about Azada's status as a commoner. In his eyes, she was a providential creature sent by the gods to save him. Whatever the opinions of the court and his advisors, he knew she was destined to live by his side and beget his children. Azada was named queen. Her people adored her, but tragedy struck when she died in childbirth, leaving behind a bereaved people and a king with a vacant gaze, whose grief lingered for many years. She gave birth to a son, the only living testimony of the love of King Darius and Queen Azada. Even today, the Persians celebrate Queen Azada, who showed everyone that a person's nature is more important than her lineage or blood. Muy interesante. So now we know who is Varum's mother and the wife of King Darius. Just a common person that King Darius fell in love with. I'm pretty sure there was a king or prince or someone in real life who actually did that at some points in history. Hell, that probably has happened many times in history. I think there's a famous painting too that depicts such a relationship. But it's cool to actually have this knowledge of Varum's mother and King Darius' wife and just know a little bit more about the lore of these characters. Pretty cool. Oh, this is where the third gong was. Well, we completed it before the right one, so now it's time to go that way. Now for the sands of time. Celestial judgment passed, the cosmos will collapse. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Whew. There we go. Freaking bastard was annoying to deal with. That leads to something. Hang on. Ow, ow. The vengeful prince will be a king of all gods. Oh, that doesn't sound good. And that's actually, I think that might be the last. We have 5, and the mission needs 5. I believe that's the last lore piece. That is actually very good. Oh, that almost just hit me like a truck. This leads... Yep, over here. Okay. And now we can do that. Anything over there? Nope. Of course. Of course it's one of you. Oh, yep, I'm dead. Of course. Makes sense. After taking a look at the time, we have a little bit of time left, so I think instead of finishing up with the last gong, we're going to actually teleport to complete the last piece of the prophecy. And of course, I'll read out the entire prophecy. And I've already basically made my comments on it known, but I might, when I fully read it, there might be like 1 or 2 more comments to make with the full context. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, it didn't seem to work for a second. And of course we get our another increase to health. This might be the max. I believe it might be the max. Let's look at character. Maybe there's one more. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I have no idea actually. But either way, if we look at the prophecy, oh, the glimpse. Okay, recover a glimpse of the future. Got it. But what did it say before I locked? Actually, this is but only one path, so it's a prophecy. Obviously, it's not the full truth. But clearly, that last panel is another slight spoiler, but also a potential future if we do not stop Varum. Anyway, let us read the entire prophecy of Mount Qaf. Fates decree a king's murder unstoppable. The god Simurgh disappears from the skies, power stolen, time shattered, a world cursed. Only then will the story of the princess begin. A boy thought dead but resurrected, anger simmers in silence, another raised a pawn, the third a prince born in secret. Only one can cure the curse of Mount Qaf. 3 princes raised with secrets and lies, an endless time of war. A strong woman hides her tender heart, while another craves legacy of power. As Persepolis weakens, a scheme is made. Cursed winds blow across the battlefield. 2 princes stand immortal. Pawn prince taken against his will. Loyalties tested, dark hearts revealed. Within the realm of broken memories, these 3 lives entangle. Powers gained, powers lost. True selves revealed. Fate marks one prince to die. Chaos of time unlocks a second chance. A final battle sees the hero prince slain. Then the Simurgh is gone forever. Celestial judgment passed, the cosmos will collapse, the vengeful prince will be king of all gods. Honestly, a great prophecy, pretty good. And overall, it very much explains a lot of things. Obviously, King Darius's death had to happen. The Sigmund disappears. The powers are are spread out across Mount Qaf. Time is shattered. A boy thought dead but resurrected is Varum, as we saw. Another raises a pawn, which I assume is Hassan, because he was raised to keep legitimacy of power within that family. The third, a prince born in secret, which I assume is at this point Sargon. With all the other information we got, he's actually one of Queen Tomiris's children, and Hassan is either another one of her children or a child of a different monarch slash nobleman or something like that. He definitely has royal blood. It's just he might not be full of Queen Tomiris. But either way, a strong woman hides her tender heart, which I assume is Anahita, because she's our mentor. And the other one craves legacy of power, which is obviously Tomiris. Um, Two princes stand immortal. I assume this either means Asan and Varam or Varam and Sargon, because technically Hassan was saved from death by us, so that would technically make him immortal, at least in this time, piece of time at the moment. Varam clearly is cursed because of all the coup that happened to him being resurrected, so he might be immortal unless we kill him. Sargon, I'm not sure. Obviously, we're stuck alive because of the game's mechanics. No matter if we die, we come back to life. Um, Obviously, Three Lives Entangled. This whole game's been about Sargon, Varam, and Hassan. And obviously, the true selves are revealed. Varam is gone mad with vengeance and power. Hassan, even though is not truly the rightful heir, it very much cares for the people, and Sargon is just trying to do what's the right thing in all of this craziness. Fate marks one prince to die. Obviously, it's not Hassan because we saved him from death, so that either means Sargon or Varam. And of course, the last section of this prophecy is one of the potential futures that could occur in the ending of the game if we do not stop Varum. Which, because I assume the Vengeful Prince is Varum, that means if we don't stop him, he will become the king of all gods. The cosmos will collapse, the world will disappear, and the Sigmund gone. And it's clear the hero prince is Sargon. So Sargon's role in all of this is to stop Varum, but in this specific prophecy, he may fail, and this is maybe the fate of everyone. So clearly, either Sargon or Varum must die, and obviously, you could put two together. I won't say anything else. All that's basically all my thoughts. I've already talked more about it previously, but obviously, or honestly, this is a pretty cool feature of this game to have this. And I really do love the artwork because it reveals certain things like Tomira's killing King Darius, our first fight against Varam, and Hassan's death, our original death. The three different children, even though I'm pretty sure these are two of the same children, only two children. I'm pretty sure one is Sargon and the other is Hassan. Obviously, the Sigmorg breaking apart, the three of us living, all three princes, and obviously the potential ending if we do not defeat Hassan. Not Hassan, Varam. But now, the only side quest there is the free DLC, the Divine Trials, and I don't know if I'll do them yet for this series. I might do them off screen or I might do them on screen as bonus episodes or chapters before we complete the game. We will see. But either way, we are basically done with today's chapter. In the next chapter, obviously, we'll complete the Tower of Silence, get the last gong, smack that boy, unlock this, complete this area, and probably fight a boss and do something right here. I'm not sure what this would be for, but clearly This is about to be another major story moment, so that will be for next time. So yeah. And with that, we conclude today's chapter of our journey into the Lost Crown. I hope you all enjoyed today's chapter. I certainly did. Until next time, it's a ghost, signing out.